Yes, so here it is, 1.8 Turbo Quattro. Got it from auction, as well as all my other lovelies. Beam over there too. So this one right now we're getting misfires. The ABS with the brake light is on. A few other goodies. A lot of shit going on with this thing, as with all VWs. I have spiders that live here in the corner. They leave, they come back, they build webs everywhere, whatever. So anyways, let's go ahead and start it. Since the battery is dead, which this isn't even the right battery, gotta love how they f***ing put your cars together at auction just to get them sold. We're gonna have to jump it, as always, with every car from Mannheim. So I'll connect this and then we'll go see what's going on the dash. Oh, f***. Hopefully we got enough juice to start it. Okay, cool, let's see. There we go. All right, cool, let's get to it. So, ABS flashing brake, most of the time you guys know, oh, there goes a car, skipping and missing. Most of the time you guys know that's the ABS module. Not always the case, but most of the times it is. And the check engine light is back on again. Originally, it was a coil pack cylinder 1 that was changed. And immediately after changing, I got another CEL code, and you can see the idle's dying. And what I think it is the camshaft angle or cam position sensor. See, there we go, there we go. It's missing, about to cut off. So usually when the car's about to cut off and you've already swapped out the coil packs, more than likely in these cars it's your camshaft position sensor. So we can kind of hear it skipping and missing. So we'll replace that and see what's going on. There it goes. Shaky little dirty girl. Ha! Okay, so originally, like I said, the misfiring, which, on a side note, I actually drove this thing 34 miles in the rain in LA rush hour traffic with the wife behind me, and she even told me not to do it, but like I said, I don't really give a f***. I wanted to get it back here to see what's going on, and it has all kind of stuff going on with it. So originally, the check engine light let me know that this coil pack and cylinder 1 needed to be replaced, so we replaced it. Then after replacement, as we all know, usually 2, 3, and 4 go, or your cam position sensor, which this I believe is the culprit, judging from the malfunction light or code or whatever on the scanner. And then another fun part is down here, all that remains of the oil dipstick tube. I don't know if you guys can see it. There we go. Yeah, so that was broken as well. I just basically stuck a rag around it, zip tied it, jammed this busted dipstick in there. Again, the end looks like something f***ing chewed on it. Hope I don't have the other half of that dipstick down in the oil pan. Didn't hear any knocking, didn't even see any metal when I changed it, so hopefully it's not there and everything's okay. So what we're gonna do now is we gotta change this position sensor, which is right here. Cool, so here's the new camshaft or cam position sensor, and it goes right here. So just looking from everything, it's pretty basic. You can see how you can get it off. Just remove the cover. I would assume you remove this clamp here because, let me set this shit there, because this hose is still tight. So if we drop the cover, the hose is still going to be interfering with removing it and getting access to this right here. And we also have another hose down here. So disconnect this right here, move this out of the way, pull this cover off, and then we'll go ahead and get to the sensor. I should probably disconnect the negative, or just disconnect the battery altogether, but shit, it doesn't hold the charge, so matters, is dead anyways. All right, let's get to it. So to start, you definitely want to remove this and get these out of the way so you can have access to everything back here. Set that over there. Okay, so correction. After about 30 minutes of wrestling with this hose right here, guess what? You don't even have to disconnect any of this. All you can do is lift it and somewhat slip it up over the top. Me, I'm just super paranoid because I've broken hoses before and I hate having to wait to order parts. So I wanted to take the long way around, which you don't have to. So just wiggle the hose up like this And now it is sitting on top and out of the way. That was a waste of like 25 minutes fighting with this thing. Oh, and it's a bunch of coolant spilled everywhere. All right, then you go ahead and remove this cable down here, which it looks like it is soaked in grease and dirt. There it is. Disgusting. So we're gonna move that one out of the way as well. Then we're gonna disconnect the sensor right here. There you go. Okay, now we're focused on it. Oh, now. There we go. So disconnect it here, move this out of the way, then we're gonna take off this cover right here, then we'll get access to the camshaft sensor. So now that's out of the way, let's just pop off these lock releases right here. Let's get this one off, boom. So now both of them are off, and the timing, the upper timing belt cover should just slide right on off as it did. Let's throw that there. And here is the timing belt, gear, and our awesomely amazing sensor, which has failed. And this is an original, so this thing should have went bad a long time ago. 145,000 miles on the car. So we'll go ahead and get this out. And remember, when you remove it, you need to align the tabs as well. So remember how you take this out, put it in the same direction, the same way, because everything needs to line up when you put it back in. These bolts here is 2 10mm, and then once these are off, you'll back out the sensor. And again, don't forget to disconnect the actual harness or the connector. Look at that, just came right off. Ridiculous. That's what you get when you buy cars at auction. Not to mention, all the spark plugs in every single one of these cylinders wasn't even bolted all the way in. They were loose. I could have taken them out basically by twisting my little fingers right at the top of them. So again, that's what happens when you try to flip cars from auctions with high mileage and from shady used car dealers who run them through auction to get rid of them. So this one came off exactly like this in this groove here. That one matching, this matches, there it is, from here to there. So I'm going to make sure the new one, which is right here, I'm going to set it on exactly the way I took the old one off. So I will align it, this groove with this groove right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on right now. We got the sensor in, tighten the bolts back down to spec. I'm actually lying, I don't even know what the bolt specs were. Basically just tighten them back down, don't over torque them, don't over tighten them, because you're gonna strip it out, then you'll be dealing with a whole nother mess you don't even want to bother with. While you're down here, make sure you check the timing belt too. You know, look for cracks, you know, indicators that'll show you that the belt is pretty much worn and needs to be replaced. This one here, I don't know the last time it's been changed, so I'm actually gonna change it coming up next, because I don't trust it. Once this thing breaks, basically you gotta get a new head. You don't want to deal with any of that. So right now it looks okay. I'm more concerned with getting rid of the misfires and seeing if I need to replace these remaining 3 coil packs, which I'm pretty sure I have to. And then next I need to address some vacuum issues on this car, because I'm noticing that with the idle. So all right, let's button this all back up. So for those of you who just wanted to know how to change your camshaft sensor or camshaft position sensor, that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy. It'll take you like 30 minutes to get everything done and installed. As for me, I'm going to continue because I'm trying to figure out the rough idle and the misfire and the skipping with this motor, which I'm pretty sure if it continues after this sensor, it's going to be these 3 coil packs as well as some vacuum issues we're having all in this area here. So yeah, that's pretty much how you change the camshaft position sensor. Right now I'm moving forward with diagnosing this engine's issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it and see if that was a problem. Yeah. All right, let's see. Was that the problem? I'm gonna find out right now. Oh, check engine light's gone. Mother. There it is. That's what it was. Skipping a little bit. I'm assuming it's the coil packs, the last 3 remaining coil packs. But yeah, I'm happy with that. A road test will reveal. So let's throw the hood down and go get this thing on the highway, see what happens. So on our drive, check engine light decided to come back on. So now I'm pretty sure the last remaining coil packs are pretty much toast. You can hear it stumbling a little. Somewhat has power, but it's definitely stumbling. Maybe bad fuel. Like I said, this car sat for 3 or 4 years. More than likely it's coil packs in my experience with all these cars, Beamers, Turbo Lancers, Mitsubishi, Subis. It's always the coil packs and spark plugs. So we'll do that next.